A baby's cry, perhaps the most joyful sound in the world. And yet for some couples, it is a sound that they would give anything to hear. This is the story of a young woman named Rachel. She is the woman in the apartment next door. She is your classmate. She is your cousin. She is your niece or your sister. This morning, Rachel's worst fears came true. Rachel has been diagnosed with infertility. Yes, in our community, there are thousands of Rachels.
1 out of 6 couples, according to the American Fertility Association, in America today are struggling with infertility. For the Jewish population, 1 out of 6 is a devastating number. Actually, if you think about it, 1 out of 6 people you know are going through a hard time with infertility.
For 10 years, I couldn't have any children. I went through 5 miscarriages and pills and doctors and nurses and hospitals. It was terrible. I wouldn't even wish it on my worst enemy.
Everywhere I turned, there were babies. And that was something I wanted more than anything else in the world. And even that I couldn't do.
Wondering whether or not we would be able to have children, because we go to the park and we see kids with their parents, and we see kids on Shabbos that they walk past us. And we're just wondering, could this be the day, or could this be the week, the upcoming week, that we perhaps might be able to have a child?
The pain, the suffering, the anguish people go through in life, struggling with infertility, is just indescribable. There are just not enough words in any vocabulary just to put that pain into words to explain that.
They have waited for so long. They have cried so many tears. The pain of infertility is both heart-wrenching and overwhelming, and one that is difficult for others to understand. It has been described as a grieving process, similar to that of losing a loved one. The emotional aspects of being diagnosed with infertility is in fact quite devastating. For these couples, every bris, every kiddush for a new baby daughter is yet another jarring reminder of the void, the emptiness, the despondency of being childless. Join us, dear friends, as we enter into Rachel's world. The physical aspects of an infertility diagnosis are quite draining, and Rachel is tired. There are countless trips to the doctor and to the hospital. Often, the couple must travel far distances for an effective remedy. Rachel's treatment, as that of many others like her, demands surgical procedures followed by regular injections at specific times for 10 straight weeks. Yes, the pain that Rachel feels, that these couples feel, is real, but there is a solution. Recent innovations in medicine are now available, and they do work.
Advances in reproductive endocrinology have provided couples with a whole host of new treatments, including IVF and many other microsurgical techniques that can enhance fertility.
The problem? Financially, infertility can be crippling, with some techniques costing well over $10,000 per cycle. Often the total cost of treatment exceeds $40,000 or $50,000. For many couples, the costs are well beyond their reach, and unfortunately, most insurance companies will not pay for infertility treatments. The financial burden is staggering. Is there then no hope for these couples? Should these women remain childless simply because they do not have the financial means to pay for these treatments? Surely not, for there is one organization that provides for these couples: Bonei Olam. Yes, Bonei Olam is an organization that cares. It is a ray of sunshine for the darkness and gloom that Rachel and thousands like her suffer.
And this is also one of the reasons why people don't come and ask for help also. Because they don't even go to doctors because they know the bill is going to be so high. They will never be able to afford to pay for it. Initial consultation is $1,800. Any IVF cycle, $15,000, $20,000, goes up to $30,000 too.
Bonei Olam provides the financial resources so that these Jewish couples can fulfill their dreams of having children.
The is very, very precious and very dear, and we really, really try to analyze each call and make sure that it's handled properly. Once they know they have a problem,
they can't forget that. It just stays with them night and day. It just permeates everything that they do.
There's a number where they can call and get help when they find out they have a problem with infertility, and we can address the problem much earlier in life. And they know when it comes down to the financial problem, there will be somebody backing them to a big part of the treatment. It definitely gives much higher percentage for these people to have children.
Bonei Olam provides such a pivotal role. It is so vital and crucial to have Bonei Olam be able to continue to provide their support and help for couples seeking treatment.
Bonei Olam pays thousands of dollars directly to laboratories, hospitals, and doctors for the medical expenses and procedures that these couples, that Rachel and her husband, will undergo. But Bonei Olam does more than just give financial assistance. It provides the emotional and psychological assistance that these couples so desperately need.
Besides the financial part, is also an issue which people don't feel comfortable to discuss with other people. And relating one reason above the other reason, the bottom line is people don't ask for help, they don't get the help, and as years go on, their chances are getting slimmer and slimmer every year as they progress in life.
Bonei Olam has developed a system of confidentiality that ensures the privacy of couples who seek its assistance. Yes, Bonei Olam assists hundreds of couples each month in their efforts to have children, and thus far, the success stories are truly overwhelming. And Bonei Olam is an organization that is staffed entirely by volunteers. There is no paid fundraiser, no paid counselors, no paid administrators. But Bonei Olam needs your help. Can one allow our brothers and sisters to suffer needlessly? Can one put a price tag on a child? One thing is clear. Our community cannot afford to ignore the pain and cries of childless couples. The cost is too high. The time to act is now. Support the efforts of Bonei Olam. Bonei Olam, building the world one baby at a time.